Welcome. My name is Francine and welcome to my channel where I do videos on adulting, whether it's the budget, the beauty, or the adventure. So this video right here, I am going to teach you, show you, instruct you how to get a zero-based budget. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. If you watch my videos, you know that you're gonna be hearing some beeping sometime. I can't control that. So if you are new, welcome. If you came back, welcome. We love a returning guest. And don't forget to subscribe. So whether you're returning and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Whether you're new and you like this video, subscribe. And also, guys, if you don't know, I do have a Etsy shop. It is called Freeport Creations, where I do give budget, where I don't give budgets. I sell budget kits and financial stickers, school stickers, functional stickers. The link to that will be down below in the description, and also it will be in the comments as well. So help a sister out. Look around, shop around. It's really affordable right now because I am a new shop. I'm selling my stickers for $1.50. So why not get it? $1.50? Like, you're gonna miss out because eventually once I start getting more clientele, the prices may go up because $1.50 is not a good profit, but because I want to get my foot in the door, I'm gonna start selling it a little cheaper. So yeah, so get it while you can. Get it while you can, because eventually I'm going to put it back to the original price of $3 per item, and $5 to $6 per kit. So yeah, so get on it. But today we are talking about my zero-based budget, and I do my zero-based budget different than anybody else, because a budget is very personal. So I'm just telling you how I do my budget. And hopefully how I do my budget helps you do your budget or find a rhythm to do your budget, okay? So I know my hands are doing a lot right now. It's doing a lot of this, but not a lot of this. So I write my paper slanted, so hopefully you don't mind. So the first step to doing your zero-based budget is you need a brain dump. You need to know what your bills are, what is coming out your account every month, what are your expectations, your responsibilities, your liabilities, whatever abilities you got going on in your life right now. And for me, I don't have a lot because I do still live with my mother, with my parent, and that is helping me a lot, like legit. And I don't have a car. I really don't, but you're gonna see the price of transportation and why it's insane. Like, it's really, really insane. I might as well just have a car. But yeah, so my situation and your situation is completely different. Whereas I can save a lot on certain items and you may not. But I'm just use my guidance as a way to show you how I do my this is basically my way of an easy way of doing a zero-based budget. So the brain dump is going to be bills and expenses. Okay, so we like to abbreviate out here. Y'all do not know how hot these lights are. Anyway, so bills and expenses. So we have MetroCard. So I live in New York State, and New York State, they have a I don't know if it's every state in the US that has this, but you're able to get tax-free money towards transportation. And I don't know, it's because maybe they know transportation is expensive. But yeah, so I'm able to get tax deduction from my paycheck that goes towards MetroCard, Yeah, basically MetroCard, because I can't use it for insurance. I can't use it for anything else but a MetroCard. So that's why if you do watch my budget with me, you don't necessarily see me put MetroCard or transportation in my budget, because that's already set aside before I actually get paid, and I don't see that money. But for this purpose of the video, I'm going to write it down so you can see what's really going on. Let's get closer. All right, you can see better. So MetroCard, the public transportation here is ridiculous. It used to be $119, $116 for a MetroCard, a monthly unlimited MetroCard. But now we are pushing 170, 127. Like, what the heck? I'm basically paying somebody's car insurance in another state because this is ridiculous. But then I have Apple Music. $5. Then I do help out with car insurance. This is real transparent, you know, real transparent numbers, real numbers. So I do give $60 to help out. Then CC is, you know, credit card. But, you know, I don't really like to talk about credit cards on this channel. I don't know why. I'm just not there yet. I need to face reality. That's what I need to do. I need to face reality. Hulu, I do help out. iCloud, $3. It's like $2.99, but I always round up. HP Inc. So some of y'all may not think that I need the HP Inc. subscription because it's an extra bill that's unnecessary in a sense. But I personally like the idea of when my ink is low, I don't need to go to the store or Best Buy or Staples and look for the ink. I can just have HP mail it to me. Like, legit mail it to me. So like before it's done, it's at my doorstep. It's at my doorstep waiting for me to open it and put it in the ink cartridge. So that's $12. I actually lowered the subscription, but I keep my budget for it, $12, so that if there is a time where I do go over the limit that they give, because they give a certain amount of limit, you know, to, what am I saying? They give you 50 pages and you go over that 50 pages, it's $1 per page, if that makes sense. So I do keep a little cushion just in case if I do go over it, which sometimes I always go over it. Like, I'm still in college. I still need to print out syllabus and all that extra stuff. So, so that puts me at $369. So this is my bills and expenses. Whoa, I forgot to put the income. So this zero-based budget is going to be a monthly budget. This is not going to be a weekly or paycheck to paycheck budget, which I personally like to do. I don't like doing monthly budgets. It doesn't work for me because I work at a place that my paychecks are irregular. Like, I can get paid $200. I can get paid $500. So it's really irregular, where a monthly budget will never work for me at this point in time in my life. So yeah, but put a income. So right now, I'm just going to use a monthly income that I've seen before. So that is about like $940. I'm not going to say that I've seen this recently. Matter of fact, let me take the last 2 paychecks and add that up. So this was honestly, the last month I got paid was a good month for me. If you haven't already watched my cash envelope stuffings and all of that goodness, you'll see me talk about how much I'm so happy that I got to save this month. Last paycheck I got to save 65% of my paycheck. The paycheck before I got to pay 37 of my paycheck. So that was amazing to me. So I'm not surprised why I made this much last month. This much. Granted, most of the money that I got, 356 of that money was either savings or public transportation, put together for the whole month. So realistically, I only saw 902 realistically, because of my automatic savings and automatic tax reduction for MetroCard. I realistically only saw $902. So yes, so back to it is hot. So back to the budget. So you take your budget, obviously you take your income, which is the 101,258, and you subtract it with this, which, let me bring my calculator. So, well, it was 16 cents, but normally I just cancel out the 16 cents because we're not here for the pennies and nickels. We can keep that in my bank account. So right now, you subtract it from the total of the expenses and bills, so minus 369. So we are left, so I call it leftovers. Leftover 889 16 cents. Well, we're just not gonna put the 16 cents. So then after that, I go to my cash envelopes, which should I put it right here? Yeah, let me put it right here so that you can see. So leftover is this. Okay. Then we have cash envelope. So that means you can put on this category, you put everything that you will cash flow, whether it's groceries, daycare, health insurance, anything that you will use during that month is in this category. So for me, I'm very simple. Because of my lack of expensive in life, I have food, me, entertainment, and us. So these are the stuff the envelopes that are always in my wallet at all times. At all times, because I put us in my wallet because I don't know when I'm going to see him, and maybe we want to get something to eat, or maybe I just, want to pick up something for him, or whatever the case may be. So I always keep this in my wallet just in case. Food. If you've been here for a minute and you've been watching my videos, y'all know your girl like to eat. So I'm going to give you a realistic budget on my food for a month. As much as I don't want to put this number down, but I have to. 200 a month. Then I have, what is this? Me, $50. I could actually push it to 100. Entertainment, $50. I don't really go out that much. And us, realistically $50. So now we are at 350. So now once again, you take this amount and you subtract it from this amount, so the leftovers. So it's like you're constantly subtracting until you get to zero. So now we have, I should have went down, but because I'm zooming in and I want you to see it, I'm going to go across. So yes, so now we're taking this amount from this. So calculator minus 350 equals, so now we're left over. Okay, so that is how much we are left over. We're left with $539. Now, here comes the other side. So now we're working with $539 right now, and we have to figure out where is that gonna go. So I have a sinking fund. So I have a list, like a list of sinking funds. So then you go to right here, sinking funds. And you can either pick what you want to budget for. If you want to budget for all of your sinking funds, my sinking funds is going to be very, very long. So I'll be right back. I'm going to fix this page up. So I am back. So this is the leftover, which is $539. And what I forgot to do, because I'm so used to stuff being so automatic that I didn't put this in my bills and expensive, was my automatic savings that I have currently right now. So I'm going to put that right here. So, okay. So every paycheck, as of right now, currently in the job that I'm in right now, every paycheck I set aside automatically $77 towards my future home, and I put aside $40 for personal savings. So if you do that times 2, if I get paid twice a month, that is my house savings. 77 times 2. That is $154 I put every month towards my house savings. Then personal, $40 a paycheck. 40 times 2, that's $80 a month. And I really be wondering why my house savings be flourishing. Like, so yeah, so add those two together. Plus 154 is 234. So 234 is how much I save on an automatic savings situation. So in my videos, when I constantly say I save more, in my videos when I constantly say there are some money that I put away before I even see my paycheck, it's basically this amount that I'm putting away before I see my paycheck, a month, on a monthly basis. So that now you take this amount, the 539, and I subtract it by this amount. So that leaves me with 539 minus 234. So that means I'm left over is, wow, I forgot the V, is 305. Let me get a highlighter. So These are the leftovers. So I just remember where to subtract from. So then this is where the sinking funds come in. So this is how much money I can either save or put towards debt. But at the end of this needs to be 0. Okay? Alright, so now let's go on to the next. So, I personally like to save for different categories at different months, depending on the urgency of the category. Okay? So right here, this is before sinking funds and extra payments come in. So, sinking funds. And I love me some sinking funds because it just reminds me of what I am like saving. Like, just it's amazing to see your money grow in that way. So yes, so okay. So yeah, so here is the deal, sinking funds. Now, I'm just going to pick sinking funds out of random and show you how I normally do it. So, I normally just pick the ones that are more urgent. So, I have a goal of fully funding 8 sinking funds. So, the 8 sinking funds is just at random, but I know for sure Doctor is one of them. Then I have Christmas is coming. Anniversary is coming as well. My birthday is coming, but that is okay. Travel is another sinking fund that I would love to fully fund. A car is something that I really want to fully fund. And let me see. Emergency fund is definitely something I want to fully fund. School. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's work with the 6 right now because I'm gonna end up listing everything. I'm gonna put for a month. Damn, that's hard. I don't really do monthly budgets. So for a month. Okay, cars I know for sure. Let's say 150. Emergency, that is give me a moment, let me get my sinking fund. So yeah, so right here, when you sum it all up, I have to change it around. Now we are at 300. So that means left over is $5. So that $5 can either go towards debt or go towards another sinking fund that you would like to fund, or just go to a personal savings account. So I don't really touch personal savings. I keep it to the amount that it is and all of that. So I would normally go back, either put that 5 in here in one of these categories, or look at a category that I haven't really funded and that's really been sitting on 0, and I'll put it. So I would put that leftover in miscellaneous. So that would go $5. So 5, and then left over is at 0. So right now, that is how I get my zero-based budget. So it's a lot of trial and error. Obviously, you saw me fighting with these numbers over here, and trying to figure out what's going on. I can honestly have split the emergency fund and not put 100 and put less, or so on and so forth. But this is how I get my sinking fund, my budget, to a zero-based budget. And that is why on my stickers I show the same exact formula for it. For example, let me give you an example. So an example of that is this. So we have the bills, we have the amounts, and then we have the total, and then we have the leftovers. Then we have the envelopes, we have the totals, and we have the leftovers. So it's basically how I did it on paper form, but in sticker form. So I am going to format it different so that it's not too, I think this is a lot. So if I can shorten it, move some spaces, make the lines shorter so that we can fit in different categories, if that makes sense. But I am looking to format it. But if you do like this style that it is right now, and then I have the sticker flags on how much percent of each categories did you like. What is the percent of your paycheck that you use towards each category? So these are what the flags that I personally use them for at this current moment. But this is how I get my zero-based budget on paper form, and this is sticker form. This is sticker form. So yeah, so I hope you like this video. Is this a thumbnail? Is this a thumbnail? I think this could be a thumbnail. I hope you like this video. Do not forget to thumbs up and like and subscribe. Comment down below, is this similar to how you do your zero-based budget? I know zero-based budgets are very vast and wide from different people. Normally what people would do, because they are mainly focused on budget and not, debt and not saving, they would take the 305 and put it towards debt, which I do not blame you. I should start doing that. That makes more sense. But I also want to get a balance of at least some type of savings. So that's my goal. Once I get at least 8 sinking funds fully funded, all the money should be going towards that. Especially my emergency fund. My emergency fund, I'm really trying to get that up there so that in a case where I do want to leave a job because I can't take it no more, or I do want to, or I, get unemployed for whatever reason, that I have a cushion of money to sit on and not feel too worried, being that my expenses is only $369. Like, if I get to a certain amount of money, I'll be good. I'll be really, really good and comfortable if push comes to shove. So yeah, so right now this is what I'm working with, and I really hope that you like it. I really hope that you got some insights on how I do my budget. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. I'll see you later. Bye.